guys, it's Jalen. As you can see, I am joined here with somebody you're probably familiar with. His name is Chaka. He is my rose-haired tarantula. And today I just wanted to talk to you about why I think tarantulas are good pets, because they are very misunderstood by very, very many people. Can you come back? I'm not going to be able to get him off. Chaka! Get off! I have officially managed to get Chaka off of me. Here he is. So Chaka is a male rose-haired tarantula. Males are a lot smaller than the females because the females are the ones who eat the males after they mate if they're not lucky. So as you can see here, if you have a tame tarantula, they're super duper friendly. They just chill on you. They just don't care. Super indifferent to whatever you're doing. A lot more scared of you than you are of them, as cliche as that sounds. There's no reason to be scared of him. People are always asking me if tarantulas bite, or if Chaka will bite them. No, Chaka will not bite you. Their go-to defense mechanism is releasing hairs. They scratch their butt right there, and the hairs go pew. And then they just make people itchy. It's just annoying. It doesn't hurt at all. I actually explained this on my friend Reptiliatus, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. His channel, this is a collab with him. I will be inserting his video sometime in my video because he has a lot more tarantulas and cool reptiles and just more than I do. All I have is my boy Chaka, and I'm hoping to get more because I really do love tarantulas. But another few things that I wanted to mention is the fact that tarantulas are very, very easy to take care of. They don't require a lot of maintenance. They just require a simple enclosure. It doesn't have to be anything ridiculous, huge. I keep him in an enclosure, I'm sorry, that's about this big. I don't know, what is that, like a foot long, foot and a half long, 12 by 7 inches. I don't know, I don't do architecture. They just need like a simple like little hut for them to go hide in, and I keep a water dish with a sponge in it for him to drink out of because they can't really drink out of like just a water dish. When I was really little, I would take out my tarantula, my old tarantula Fester, and I would put him on my Bratz dolls, and they would have little tea parties. So my tarantula would just be chilling on my Barbie dolls while I was playing with them. Yeah, I was a strange child. So they don't require it to be fed like super, super often. Like, of course you have to feed them at least like once a week, a couple times a week. You have to give them crickets. We throw in like 3 crickets twice a week. Or whenever like there's no crickets left in the cage or he's killed them all, we'll just throw in a couple more. They don't stink unless you don't clean their cage ever. But I would say honestly, like, clean their cage maybe once a month. Like, they don't smell. They're not messy animals. I have no idea where he went. He's still on me. We're good. With handling them, you can handle them as often as you'd like to. I wouldn't say take them out like all the time, 24/7 obviously, because they're gonna want some sleep eventually. But I would say handling your tarantula often if you want to keep them tame is a good idea. Tarantulas are very easy to handle. You just scoop them up out of their container and they just sit there, walk around on you a little bit. They're just easy pets. Like, there's nothing bad to say about them. I'm trying to think of downsides, but the only downside is that people are scared of them. So if somebody comes to your house and you're like, oh, I have a pet tarantula, and they're like, oh my god, a tarantula, goodbye. That's probably the only downside, but I wouldn't want people like that in my house anyway, so. Not to mention the fact that tarantulas don't make any noise. You're not gonna hear your tarantula barking when somebody knocks at the door. They're pretty silent. I don't think they have very many vocal cords. Only keep 1 in one enclosure at a time. 2 in one enclosure would be bad. You don't want to end up with fighting tarantulas. I don't know what he's doing. You see, he's just so nice. Like, he's just chilling, minding his own business. He's just like, you got a pretty nice sweater. I'm just gonna walk around on it. Take my time, take a nice little stroll on your sweater. How are you? I love Chaka. He's so nice. That's really all I have to say about tarantulas. I will now insert the video of my friend Reptiliatus talking about his tarantulas, or his favorite tarantula. I will insert that video now.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Dion, and in today's video, Jalen asked me to show you guys a few of my tarantulas and why I too think that tarantulas make really good pets. So one of the things I like about tarantulas is that if you're the type of person that has a really busy schedule, these animals can make an excellent pet for you. And the reason for that is because, first of all, they only need to eat about once a week, and we're talking like 1 or 2 crickets. Secondly, all you have to do is really make sure they have clean water at all times and maintain the relative humidity needs specific to the species you're keeping. And lastly, they don't take up a lot of room. Most tarantulas in the wild will live in a burrow that they build, a tree hollow, or create a little web hammock. If you provide them with a very large enclosure, 9 times out of 10, they're going to create a little home in one area and never leave that spot. They might venture off a little this way, but they're never going to use the full space. So here we have 2 of my spiders. And let me tell you guys, I've got a lot of tarantulas back there. But today I'm just going to be showing you guys 2 of them. So the first spider I'm going to show you guys is my Brachypelma hamori, formerly the Brachypelma smithi. And this is the Mexican red knee tarantula. So if you take a look here, you can really see how easy they are to keep. In this container, I have a little flower pot for the animal that was given to me when I bought the animal. It's a cute idea. So she sometimes hangs out in there. She has her bedding and substrate that she walks over, and she's webbed all over it, as you can see. And then a clean, fresh, shallow water dish. Oh, and lastly, her lid. And so what it has here is a few holes for ventilation, and then a few cross holes. So you can actually house a tarantula fairly easily. You can make their housing very affordable if need be. On to the next. So the next spider I'm showing you guys is one of my Theraphosa sturmi, which is the burgundy Goliath Birdeater. And no, these guys do not eat birds. It's just their common name. A lot of people try to refrain from using common names when it comes to talking about tarantulas because everything is a bird eating this or a banded this and that, and it's not very accurate. But let's see if this boy would like to eat something for us. So frankly, like I said, you gotta give him just a few crickets like that a couple times a week. This species eats a lot, so maybe if you feed it twice a week, that'd be good. But honestly, you can give it 2-3 crickets once a week. And crickets are pretty cheap. Let's see if we drop another one right here. And there you go. Cool stuff. And so here's his water dish. So you can see. And he did have a burrow under here, but he covered it all up and webbed it over. So, hey, if that's what you want to do, big guy, you go right ahead. But I gave you a burrow if you wanted it. I wanted to thank Jalen for including me in her video, and I hope you guys liked seeing a few of my spiders. So yeah, the bottom line for facts I wanted to emphasize on why they make good pets is because they're very easy to care for, they don't take a lot of time, they don't need a lot of space, they don't need food often, once a week, they're very clean animals, they don't smell, and they're fascinating. They are rather fragile, so if you are going to pick them up, you have to be really careful and hold them either close to the ground or on a safe counter space that they're not going to fall off of. But yeah, tarantulas make really great pets, and I'm sure that Jalen's going to explain to you guys further. So thanks so much for having me, Jalen. Really enjoyed being in this video, and see you guys next time.
Another thing I want to add is that I really think that tarantulas just get a bad reputation. They're portrayed as like these like monstrous creatures in horror movies and stuff, and people are always like told by their parents to be afraid of spiders. They're just animals. There's nothing more to be afraid of than being afraid of a dog. Like, any animal can bite you. A dog that you pet on the street is probably more likely to bite you than your local tarantula at a pet store. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there because I think tarantulas are just misinterpreted. They're just gentle little creatures. I would be more afraid of humans than spiders. Like, I mean, I could bite you if I really wanted to. Chaka's not gonna bite you. Well, that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I will post all of my social media links and crap in the description below, and I will also post Reptiliatus's YouTube channel link and all of his social medias in the description below. Make sure you follow him. He has really good videos on like how to make animal enclosures and just really informative videos about reptiles and tarantulas. And if you're interested in that type of stuff, I really recommend checking out his channel. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.